provided by our team. This group will be the secret in giving all of the tips and tricks, all of the goodies that you guys want, right? Is in the Cash is King group. So please do scan the QR code or even scan the link down below. If you guys are unable to do so, please do chat with our team. If you guys are unable to do so, till then, I will see you in the group. Okay. Now, the following slide is who is Ernie Chen. Ernie Chen right here, this handsome man right here, he is known as Sifu Ernie. I call him Sifu Ernie, and you guys may call him Sifu Ernie too. Some may call him Mr. Ernie, Ernie Chen, but I call him Sifu Ernie. So he's a professional speaker that was able to charge over 120K. Hold on, let me have a sip of water. A bit. Okay. I feel much better, a bit better. Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly? If you guys hear, okay. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I've already drank water. So moving on, right? Following to the slide, who is Ernie Chen, right? This handsome man right here, he's a professional speaker able to charge over 120K sound. Okay, thank you so much, Kevin, for answering me from being a speaker. So 120K per day. Freaking insane, right? I was also really shocked by the price he charged. Back then, he was also a media personality candy that showcased in multiple TV channels such as MTV3, MTV7, TV8. He was also the very first Chinese Malaysian to act, produce, and direct a Malay film that hit the box office called Suatu Malam Kubur Berasap. You know, undoubtedly a very successful film producer, making around 4.1 million for that box office. Now his presence is all over social media platforms, 12 social media platforms to be exact. So you guys can follow him if you guys haven't do so already. So besides being a professional speaker, right, he is too an all-rounded entrepreneur, a seasoned investor, and also a book author, a best-selling book author of 3 books called 10 Ultimate Leadership Strategies, 10 Ultimate Business Strategies, 10 Ultimate Marketing Strategies. You know, a few of his offline businesses by Sifu Ernie were following to the next slide, a few offline businesses by Sifu Ernie were owning Portman College. The slides that you see here, he owns Portman College, Portman Academy, Portman Events, Portman Media. He also held numerous networking events such as providing corporate training physically in person. Now, a future upcoming very exciting project, right, is Port Demi and edutainment. What is edutainment? Edutainment is education plus entertainment as a whole. It's like something like Netflix, but it provides you education. Also something like Harvard Online University, Business University, you know. And it is one of the future learning platform that will be on Portman's EdTech platform, bringing education accessible anywhere, everywhere. You know, due to last year's COVID-19 pandemic hit, all of these businesses have got badly affected. You know, he quickly changed all of those 6 businesses, right, to online within 3 months. 3 months, and he generated a whopping 500,000 ringgit cash. You know, it's proving to us that all of us are able to do so. If he's able to do so, he will be able to teach us to do so. Now, I see the numbers are rising. If you guys are as excited as I am to see what golden nuggets, what goodies he's able to give us today, please type 888 in the chat box below to welcome our Sifu Ernie. Please type in the chat box 888 to welcome our Sifu in the chat box. I want to see you spam the chat box, okay? I want to see you spam the chat box before I welcome Sifu Ernie. Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you so much, Kumara. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Now, let us welcome Asia's #1 business coach, life and business transformational strategist, Sifu Ernie.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Alicia, and good morning. Chào an, selamat pagi semua. Hello. A very good Saturday morning. And for those of you who are here this morning, you are in for something that's going to show you how I've actually been able to pivot online and from offline businesses, now from a 100% offline, and now going on to 100% online. And one of the core important is, of course, how am I able to pivot online to generate immediate cash, which I'm going to show you today. How I've done it and how you too can actually do it for yourself. Because it doesn't matter what business you've been doing. It doesn't matter even if you have never done virtual training, online speaking businesses. In the next 1.5 hours over here, I'll be able to show you how I've done it and how you can duplicate and how you can also be doing it for your business. If you don't have a business, how you too can be able to start this as a potential income generating cash flow for you. How many of you here are here today because you really want to learn how to make money online? Give me a yes in the chat box. There are total 37 of you over here. If you want to learn how to make money online, virtually, starting a speaking training business, which is why you're here, give me a yes in the chat box because I want to make sure we have the right people over here. If you are here and you really want to learn how to be able to start a business online speaking, starting a training business online, give me a yes. I want to see everyone who is here to respond and give me a yes. Because why? If you are not the right target audience, then you are at the wrong place right now. You should be going back to sleep, or you should go and leave this Zoom room right now. Because at the end of the day, I'm always focusing on helping those who wants to help themselves. And more importantly is this: I cannot help you. I cannot teach you. I cannot share with you anything if this is not what you're looking for. So the most important lesson for anyone who wants to learn is that you got to be learning what you want to learn. If you are not the right target audience, it doesn't matter what I do. It is of no value to you. So I want everyone to be responding. And if you do not respond and participate, you know already. For someone who does not participate and get involved in active learning, one thing will happen for sure is that it doesn't matter what you're attending, you are not going to learn anything. Because only people who are participating in learning will understand what virtual speaking and training is all about. Because you are attending one. And if you're not participating in a virtual speaking and training business, then it becomes a big problem. If you are not involved and being part of it, you will never understand the psychology behind it. Why? If you want to be able to do this, you must first get involved. You must first participate. The first lesson of you becoming a virtual speaker and trainer and to be in this business is that you must get involved, right? That's the reality. And if you don't, that means you do not understand the psychology of why someone would want to come online to watch you speak and to watch you train. So it's very important for you to get involved. And if you're driving, which I saw someone say they are driving, if you have no access to be able to show your face on camera, I understand. But if you are driving or you're busy doing something else, I strongly advise you to commit to the next 1.5 hours. Because one of the most important lessons about learning and be able to do is to focus and commit. If you are not even able to commit the next 1.5 hours and stay focused in what I have to share with you, the chances of you being able to learn and do what I tell you is almost impossible. So I strongly advise you, if you're driving or you're busy doing something else, stop and start focusing on what we have to share with you. All right? Today we have some people, some friends of ours who are from Jakarta, Indonesia for the first time. We are virtually moving over to Jakarta, Indonesia. So welcome to our Pak Ibu-Ibus from Indonesia. We welcome you to the session. If you're from Indonesia, let us know. If you're from Indonesia, we appreciate your attendance over here. And that's the beauty of virtual speaking and training business. Every single session from today onwards, we are now starting to welcome our regional friends from Jakarta, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, Australia, America. Why? Because the whole idea about what we do today is no longer allowing us to have to travel. Because of the situation that we're in all over the world, not just in Malaysia, we are all in different lockdowns. We are all kind of stuck at home, which makes this program even much more relevant to each and every one of us over here. So I see Yusran Otman giving a clap, right? I believe you're from Indonesia. Welcome, Pak Yusran. Congratulations for being part of the program from Jakarta. And this is why this virtual training speaking is so important. Now, everyone here wants to make money, but how many of you here realize that you know what? We are so grateful that there is pandemic and also the COVID situation, because it has speed up the whole process of this virtual training speaking. Before this, when I was traveling to Jakarta or all over the world to do my speaking engagements and to train my clients, I have to spend a lot of time getting stuck in traffic, taking MRTs, LRTs, KLIA Express from Malaysia to get to the airport and wait in the airport and then travel via aeroplane, get onto a cab, go to a hotel, get stuck in Jakarta jam. They call it macet over there, right? So it's like stuck all the time and waste a lot of time just traveling. Can you imagine today, right now, what I'm doing? I just sent a direct digital marketing ad, and my Jakarta targeted audience who are interested in what I have to offer here gets the link, press and click onto the link, and voila, 5 minutes before we start the session, we are here together. This is the beauty of virtual speaking and training business, that you will be able to speak to targeted audience who have interest in what you have to offer from anywhere in the world. And if they find what you have to share is of value, they will then sign up and register for your program. And I've been doing this for the past 1.5 years since we've been in lockdown and since the pandemic started. So I want you to understand this, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you are here to understand how you too can grow your training speaking business online, if you are here to look at how you can actually move into this training speaking business today itself, within the next 1.5 hours, you will walk away knowing how I've done it, knowing how I've made money from it, and you too can duplicate and replicate this. So how many of you here are excited to learn what I've done in the 1.5 years? Tell me I in the chat box. Give me an I in the chat box so that I know that you're excited to learn how I've done it, how you would like to duplicate what I've done in the past 1.5 years, so that you too will be able to make a lot of money online virtually to literally everyone in the world. I mean it, literally to everyone in the world who have access to mobility online. Thank you very much for all of you who have responding over here. Thank you very much, Kumar, Siti, Sivanda, Andrew Lee, Wendy. Good. Fantastic. Now, remember, the whole idea about us going online, it is about market reach. It is about us being able to reach to a larger market for what we have to offer. And I will show you some data and facts about the exciting news about the big data of how many people is excited to register and sign up for your program, where you will be able to do at the comfort of your home. By the way, that's exactly where I am. I'm at my home studio right now, where I don't ever do programs having to leave my house. Can you imagine the cost structure of what you'll be able to do for the world? For your information, I only do this on weekends. From Monday to Friday, I don't do this at all. I only do this on weekend. From Monday to Friday, I invest. From Monday to Friday, I have meetings and I manage my businesses. But on a weekend, this is what I do for the world. And every single week, I'm meeting people from America, New Zealand, Singapore, Brunei, Jakarta. I am venturing into new regions that I've never been to before. You too will be able to expand your market to a larger market without having to travel. And because of the current situation, I don't believe we will be able to travel like we used to for the next 6 months. And because of that, the next 6 months is critical for you to be able to learn this skill so that you too will be able to reach to a lot of destinations that you have never thought possible, and also to serve a larger population that you never thought possible. Today, I will show you exactly how I've done it. So let me show you why I am credible. I have the credibility to be able to teach you, share with you what I've done. Even before the pandemic, as you see over here, I'm known as a rock star speaker. And that's why I charge 120,000 ringgit Malaysia, or equivalent to 30,000 USD. I travel all over the world speaking on the largest stage. My single largest speaking engagement in Genting Arena was for 5,000 people. And for your information, I've done anywhere from 5,000, 3,000, 1,000 on stage. I personally have never ever spoken online. Never before until 1.5 years ago. Yes, correct, ladies and gentlemen. I have never spoken and trained to anyone online like this 1.5 years ago. Every single speaking engagement I've done all this while have always been offline. On the largest stages with sound, music, lights, effects. And it's very wonderful, that one-to-one, that one-to-thousands experience, because you get to experience them in person. Their reaction allow me to feel the excitement. The huge difference of the energy in live, offline has changed forever. We will probably not see live events for at least another 6 months to a year. Yes, in America, they're starting to party, but it's also causing a lot of COVID cases rising again. So in Southeast Asia, I don't see us being able to be in large crowd events for the next 6 months to a year. Because of that, we need to be online. And because we are online, we need to start learning how to do this where people can still feel us and experience us. You see a huge difference. I appreciate those of you who have turned on your camera. I greatly appreciate all of you who have turned on your camera. And for those who cannot, I understand. Because a lot of us here are at home or we are doing something that's inconvenient. It's unlike real life situation, which is why it makes it so challenging and difficult for you to be looking into a camera. Like some of us here, I'm literally looking at a black screen, black empty screen with nothing. So can you imagine the difference of speaking offline and online? I used to speak to thousands of people offline. Today, I'm speaking to thousands of black boxes in front of me online. This is the reality. And a lot of us here do not understand how to be able to engage, how to be able to communicate just as exciting, if not more, online. How are we able to get someone to buy into what we have to present to them and at the end, register and sign up for our programs? This is what I will show you how I've done it. Because bottom line, if you are not getting yourself familiar to show people your faces, it becomes a problem. If you are not getting used to showing your face and getting yourself ready with a bunting behind or with the green screen behind, you are not getting used to it. So I strongly advise you, one of the biggest lessons of becoming a better speaker virtually, to become a better trainer virtually, to get people to understand and be able to engage and connect with you, is to turn on your cameras, to get used to you being looked at and you being conscious of yourself being on camera. Best ways to learn is to be able to start immediately. If you are convenient to turn on your camera right now, I strongly encourage you to do so. It is the best way for you to start learning how you can move forward in this business. Now, there are two types of people over here. All right? And I'm going to talk more about these two types of people. People who will learn. The second type of people are people who will learn and do. Let me ask you, the first type who will just learn and the second type who will learn and do, which one will be more successful? 1 or 2? Give me a 1 or 2 in the chat box over here. 1 or 2? Rokia is at the dentist. My goodness. What are you doing in the dentist right now? If you're attending my session over here, because you may get too excited and then the dentist will drill out the wrong tooth. All right? 1 or 2 is more effective. 1 or 2. Give me a 1 or 2 in the chat box. Number 1, those who will just learn. Number 2, those who will learn and they will do. And they will practice what I share. All right, very good. Looks like everyone seems to understand that learning itself is not good enough. You got to learn and do. And one of the most important lessons you can learn to become a better virtual speaker trainer is to turn on your cameras and get used to people looking at you on the camera. Because a very important factor of guiding your audience to believe into what you have to say and present is for them to see you. If people cannot see you, it's very hard for people to trust in you. Eye contact, looking at you, understanding where you come from, how prepared you are has a lot to do with whether people can see you or not. So the lesson here that you need to understand to kickstart is to learn and do. And the first lesson is get yourself ready, get yourself comfortable, and learn by doing. You see, there are the people who do, and there are people who will just not do. The choice is always up to you. I am not someone who will force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But the reality is this. If you chose to be here, you have a reason to be here. If you chose to be here, you got to actively do the things I share with you so that you immediately start improving and getting used to being a virtual presenter. And that's what's going to help you close deals. Now, let me show you, by the end of today, how I take you through in a presentation in just less than 2 hours, and you will be more than excited to want to pay me to learn from me. How many of you here want to learn how I do it? How many of you here want to learn how I'm able to present to people all over the world? In just 1.5 hours, you'll be excited to pay me to learn from me. If you want to learn that, give me a me in the chat box. If you want to learn how I'm able to show you within 1.5 hours presenting to you and lead you to pay me online. You want to learn that? Give me a me in the chat box. And for those of you who don't say a me here, I'm going to remove you from this Zoom over here. Because why? I'm showing you the process of how I'm doing it. So if I'm going to show you the process of how I'm doing it, I need to take action so that you will see how I do what I do. So I want to see a total of 42 me's over here. So Andrew, if anyone that you see here does not react and respond to me on the me, we will remove the person in the next 5 seconds. All right? So why? Because I'm going to show you exactly how I do the process of getting the right target audience in the session. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot sell, market, service, help anyone who is not your target audience. So very important is you cannot speak, train anyone who does not want to learn and is not your target audience. Listen very carefully. Not every customer is a customer that is meant to be your student. Not every customer is a customer that is meant to be your student. Not every customer is meant to learn from you. Because if you are not able to filter this process of what I'm doing right now, is called process of elimination. I am eliminating people who are not meant to learn from me. Because people who are not meant to learn from you will always attend your sessions and they will never pay you at the end of the session. You all got it? If you are learning something right now, immediately give me a yes in the chat box. If you are learning something right now, give me a yes in the chat box. All right? I want to see the yeses if you are learning something immediately. Now, this is the process of the next 1.5 hours. I'm showing you live how I'm doing it to the end where if you are the right target audience, the chances of you signing up and paying me to learn how to do what I do is a lot higher. If I keep you here and you are just learning passively, at the end of my session, when I have something to offer you for you to sign up, you are not going to register. Hussein, you got it? I see your face, Hussein. You're taking down notes. Good. Pak Hussein. So remember, you have to filter your customers. You have to filter them throughout your whole session to make sure they are the ones that will take action. Because those who don't take action and those who do not, they will not learn. Andrew said, just remove 2. You see? You see how we do it? Because why? Because these 2 individuals who did not even bother to respond even after I have instructed, I've given instruction, they didn't do it. Guess what? The psychology and the behavior tells me this. 2 things. Number 1, they are not focused and committed to this session. That's number 1. Number 2, they will never register and sign up even at the end of the session if they're not even willing to participate right now. Do you agree or disagree. If you agree, you give me an agree in the chat box. If you disagree, you give me a disagree in the chat box. If you agree what I just said, you give me agree. If you disagree, you give me disagree. Okay? Let me see your responses over here. Because when you respond to me, I know that you are the targeted audience who wants to learn and you wants to do. Because what I want by the end of my sessions are people who will learn and do. Because people who will learn and do are more committed. And as I filter you out, I will get more and more targeted audience till the end who sincerely wants to learn from me and for me to guide them to make a lot of money virtually speaking and training. Okay, so I see a lot of agrees over here. You see how fast you are able to get people into learning to behave the way I want. Then you say, Sifu, Ernie, what if the person so happened was doing something and the person did not respond? Did you not miss out on the target audience? My response is very simple. Remember the first word? It's called commitment. You cannot get anyone to pay you online if they're not committed to learn from you. That's number one. Number two, after the session, we have another session in the near future. They would have been trained in their behavior. If they're going to attend Seafood Ernie session, they better take action. Because if they don't take action, they will be removed. So you need to remember that you need to train the behaviors of your customers. They are not even your customers because they have not paid you yet. So if you really want them to be your customers that pays you, you need to filter them from the beginning. When you filter the right target audience, you get the alignment of the right kind of target audience, the energy of the right people who would then be able to sign up, register with you anywhere in the world. Because there is no difference for those who come here and learn and will never sign up. They will never be your customers because they will never pay you. So know the difference. So far, learning. If you are learning, give me a learn in the chat box over here. If you are learning, you give me a learn in the chat box. If you are learning, give me a learn in the chat box. Throughout the whole session, I'm going to show you so you learn by how I'm doing it. And you will see how I do it to be able to get you to register and pay me. Because every single week, I get people to pay me online from all over the world. And some of you here are my students. You have seen how I've gotten you to pay me for my other programs as well. And people pay me anywhere from 100 ringgit all the way till 10,000 ringgit online. And I will show you evidence of how I've done this. All right? Very good. Let's move on. Now, I've not just been a rock star speaker, I'm also known as the celebrity CEO. Why? Because I'm heavily involved in the media industry. You will see me being covered by the media, mainstream, that is TV, radio, billboards, magazine, newspapers, all languages, internationally, locally, from magazine covers all the way to TV interviews. I have been covered. I've been there, done that. So everything that I'm going to share with you are things that I've done. What I teach is what I practice. I am not someone who will teach you things that I don't do. I show you the reality of what I've done and why I've been able to achieve the results I achieve. It's because of the actions and the results I get, and I share with you. So listen and take notes. And when you take notes, you'll be able to understand how I played the game and how I'm able to help you play the game faster. Why? It took me 1.5 years to perfect this system. 1.5 years for someone who had never done online business, who had never done virtual training speaking. In less than 1.5 years, I was able to perfect it with my team from digital marketing towards targeted audience, using social media platforms, getting the right audience coming to our WhatsApp and coming to our Telegram, and for us to be able to do this Zoom webinars, and from then be able to present on a structured, systemized manner to lead you to then be able to pay online. 100% of what we have been able to do is during the pandemic. And I'm going to show you that the pandemic is not slowing down. In fact, it is now speeding up with Delta and Lambda coming up. Winter is coming, and you know for the next 6 months to a year, you will not be able to move around much. You will still be stuck at home. And this is potentially the most important skill for each and every one of us here to learn, to be able to make a lot of money online. 2 reasons. Number 1, all your customers that you were never able to see and meet and target are able for you to target right now because 80% of their time is spent at home or more. 80% of your targeted audience are at home, especially on weekend. Many people are not able to go out to socialize and have a life outside of their home. Because of that, people that you have never been able to target, you can now target them via digital campaigns because they are all scrolling on their phones. That's number 1 reason. Number 2 is that a lot of people are wanting to learn new skills, potentially a skill that you can share and teach them. Just like this over here. Now, I want to give you a secret over here for those of you who are here. As Alicia said, if you stay to the very end, I've got one of the most powerful social media marketing tools that I will share with you absolutely free. Only for those who stay to the very end, you will get this tool for free. This will tell you exactly how to identify what the market wants. Just by this tool that I'm going to share with you at the end of the session. This is what I use every single time before we even launch a program. You need to know what the market wants before you design a program. The biggest problem with a lot of speakers and trainers is this. They spend too much time designing programs for 2 months, 3 months, and it does not sell. So ladies and gentlemen, this tool that I will share with you at the end of the session, only for those who are going to stay to the end, is a very powerful tool that will show you how you can be able to identify if there is a market for your product and services that you want to train and speak on at home. So important, before you even sell and market a product, you got to identify. It's called proof of validation. It's a validation that your product has a market. So it's as simple as putting out an ad or a name. Then you get people who want. If there is a market, you design the content so that you can deliver. It is the other way around. It is not developing the product and then try to sell it. It is always selling the headline, selling the program title before you even design the program. This is another very important message and lesson I want you all to write down. Don't forget this, okay? Sell before you design your product. Sell and market your title before you develop your product, okay? Don't waste time developing your product. Don't waste time perfecting your product. Start marketing the title based on the tools that I'm going to share with you over here, okay? Very good. Now, let us get to know you a little bit better. I believe you have gotten to know me a little bit better right now. You know why I have the credibility and why I'm the person that you need to be learning and listening to. Because what I share with you is what I do on an everyday basis. This is what I do, and what I share with you is what I've been able to do very well in the last 18 months when everyone is stuck at home. All my businesses from offline have pivoted 100% online. So let's get to know you and to see how you have been affected. If you are a small, medium enterprise business owner, you give me a 1 in the chat box. If you are a trainer consultant who's been doing a lot of offline training speaking and you're kind of stuck at home, you want to pivot your online training, your offline training to online, you tell me you are number 2. if you are a corporate CEO or head of department for a large conglomerate, a big company, you are sourcing for someone who's able to help your organization do sales online, present online, manage meeting online, you give me a number 3. And if you are an employee stuck with your salary being slashed and cut, you're trying to develop a new opportunity for yourself to create income, you give me a 4. I want everyone here to key in so that we are able to identify how to help you. Because if you don't tell me who you are, I can't help you. I want to be able to help you specifically as to who you are. All right, I've got a lot of employees over here. I've got some business owners. I've got a lot of different people who wants to be able to use what they know to go online and teach. Now remember, the beauty about this is you are able to teach people from all over the world. Notice that a lot of employees over here, a lot of employees probably stuck in a job and kind of worried about whether you still have a job or whether you have an opportunity moving forward. Yes, good. Eric Chong is 1 and 3. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, not many of you here are actually trainer consultants. A lot of you here are employees and business owners and also corporate CEOs. You are looking to potentially be able to help your organization, right? Come on, everybody, key in. I don't see 43 over here. I want to see everyone key in a number to tell me who you are. Because if you're able to tell me who you are, I'll be able to direct my examples for you. All right? Over the last 1.5 years, I've been able to help a lot of business owners who have expertise in various areas, from engineering to some science to fitness, to be able to pivot online to offer their services to generate new revenue income. I've been able to help employees who's able to start offering programs, directly digital marketing to targeted audience online, to bring them, just like what I'm doing right now, and then offer them a service that help other people. You see, everybody in the reality of this world is able to buy something. I just handed over 6 checks over here for a group of people who bought properties from my group online. Just like that. You see, everything is possible online. The question is, do you believe that you can market and offer a service online? If you believe you can, you can. If you believe that you cannot, you're right, you cannot. So I'm going to ask you right now over here, how many of you here believe that you are able to sell, you are able to communicate, you are able to market for people to pay you online? If you believe, you put believe in the chat box. If you don't believe, you put don't believe in the chat box. If you believe that you can get people to buy, pay you online, you put a believe. If you don't believe, you put a don't believe. It's very simple, because I cannot help someone who does not believe. If you don't believe, we can't help you understand why people is willing to pay you. Do you think I'll continue doing this for the past 1.5 years if I don't make good money? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you think for the past 1.5 years, for the past 18 months, I have continuously digital market? You can check me out at the end of the session when I show you that tool. You will see my advertisements. Non-stop every single month I advertise. Non-stop. Every single month I spend advertising dollars on social media. Do you think that I will continue to spend? Number one. And number two, do you think I will continue to do this if I'm not able to make a lot of money online? Do you think I will do it? Of course I won't do. I would not be wasting my time. Hussein is like, no, you won't do. Of course I won't do. Why would I be spending money non-stop advertising online to the world, number one? And number two, why would I continuously every weekend do this if I'm not making money? You got it? That means I make good money. Do you want to know how much money I've made online in just 18 months? Something that I've never ever done before the pandemic. I only started to do this in March of 2020. Why? Because of this fella. Because of this fella hit us last year in 2020. And you know what's the worst news? The worst news is this. It is becoming more fiery. COVID is becoming more fierce. All the variants of concerns are coming out. Delta is spreading like wildfire. I don't know about Indonesia. I checked out Indonesia yesterday. Your numbers about 30 over 1,000 cases. Actually, for Indonesia, for your population, 30,000 is very, very small. All right. For Malaysia, we are like 10% of your population, and we are hitting 20,000, 21,000. It's crazy for Malaysia. So for Indonesians, Jakarta, I think it's okay for you. Your 20 over 1,000, 30,000 cases, no problem. Small matter, because your population is huge. Malaysia, small country, but amazing numbers. All right? So I need you to remember this, which is, I didn't do this for more than 1.5 years. I've only done it for 18 months. And I want to show you right now, not the bad news. I want to show you the good news. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how much I have made with my team and my business online. 2.5 million ringgit Malaysia. This is just our virtual training speaking business in just 1.5 years. This is approximately about how much USD? It is about 700. Yeah, about 600 over 700 USD, 1,000 USD. All right? Never done before this virtual training speaking. You got it? Everything pivoted, and we were able to do this with the government. We did government contracts, secured deals online, and during the break session in within the pandemic, we had an opening last year, and we were able to execute the training, some offline, and then the rest online. So we did government B2G. We were able to secure deals online like this with the government servants. We were able to also continue serve the corporate clients that we have always done. We dealt with the largest world manufacturing, train them online. We are doing for Prudential. We are also, this coming week, doing for Bursa Malaysia. Stock market, yes. There are corporates who are still conducting a lot of motivational seminars, actual training, a lot of sessions. And all these deals were secured online, just like this. Every single one of all these clients that we've done from the government to corporate has been secured online. And of course, also, what you see right now is called business to consumer. Because we realized that if we just do government, we were able to secure corporate online, leveraging on LinkedIn. We were able to use LinkedIn to penetrate to the corporate, and also using digital marketing to penetrate to the consumer market. How many of you here are here today because you saw my advertisement or you saw my content on a Facebook ad or Instagram ad or social media platform ad? Give me a I in the chat box. Give me an I. If you are here today and you were able to get in touch with me because you saw my ads on social media, give me an I in the chat box. If you are someone throughout the entire time of being able to get here, yes, Kumaran, good, you saw me on Facebook ad. You know that you are here because you were searching for something of what I have to offer. Because the reality is this, is that we cannot be advertising to Indonesia and Jakarta. Why I say Jakarta? Every one of my Indonesian friends over here are from Jakarta. That's the reason why I know you are from Jakarta. Because I set the ad setting to target Jakarta only. I did not target Bali. I did not target Medan. I did not target Yogyakarta. I did not. I only targeted Jakarta. So I already know that every one of my Indonesian friends over here, my pak-pak over here, and my ibu-ibus over here, you are from Jakarta. Because that's what I set the ad. And that's the beauty of social media marketing, of why we like to do digital marketing. And I can show you and teach you exactly how to do this ad setting so that you target your ad spend of what you spend is very targeted. And once you have targeted the database, you can continuously remarket to that target. Do they buy something from you? Either you upsell, cross-sell, downsell something to them. Bottom line is this. If they are targeted by you, It is a matter of when they will be buying something from you. Listen to this very important point. When we spend advertising dollars, we are targeting towards targeted audience that have interest in what you have to offer. Listen carefully. You have targeted audience who have interest in what you have to offer. When you sell them something, they may not buy immediately. But sooner or later, when you upsell, cross-sell, and downsell, they will buy something from you. So that's why you need to continuously be advertising online, continuously building on your targeted audience to get them to buy something from you, which is why in the past 1.5 years, we are able to secure 2.5 million and execute 2.5 million, 100% virtual training and speaking business. This has nothing to do with my college and all my other businesses. This is purely new revenue, new income that we have been able to secure and execute virtually for speaking and training business in just 18 months. And that's why you heard Alicia say, within the first 3 months of the pandemic, we were able to market my products online. So training is digital, and we also marketed products. We also have our own detox products. We also have our own books as well. And we can market digital content as well. So the reality is this. There's so much that you can actually be selling online. And I'm going to show you actual real results of receipts. Because why? A lot of people can claim a lot of things, but they are not able to show you actual results and receipts, which I'm showing you right now. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. These are actual receipts transacted online where people bank in, pay us online on our payment gateway, direct transfer, non-stop people in the past 1.5 years paying us online. With digital market, we also get them to pay us online. This is exactly how people pay us. There is a system, there is a format that we have perfected, and that's why we are able to continuously do this better and bigger. And I want to be able to help you, teach you how you too can get your customers that is targeted to come to your session, and for you to be able to offer something to help your customers so that they will be willing to pay you, to learn from you right from the comfort of their home, and you be able to do this right at the comfort of your home. We have never done this 1.5 years ago. We have been doing this non-stop for the past 1.5 years, and you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to go back. I will never ever go back to how it used to be. I will only do this even more and target the world even more. Why? Because why would I want to be making ringgit Malaysia if I can start making American US dollar? Every $1 I'm going to make 4 ringgit Malaysia. So starting next week, FYI, I am starting to digital market to America. Starting to digital to America and then Europe. Because I am offering the same services to them to be learning from me, to pay me in USD. And this is important. Why? Because we have figured out the formula of how to do this. And because we have figured out the formula how to do this, we start to make US dollar. So I'm going to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you here would like to learn how to make US dollar right at the comfort of your home to do exactly what we've been doing? Give me a yes in the chat box over here. If you don't say a yes over here, then we say goodbye lah. We don't teach you lah, right? So I want to see 43 yeses over here. If you want to learn how we can do this, you give me yes over here. I want to see 43 yeses while I drink some water for you to key in your yeses. Because there is a way, and that's what we've been doing. That's why I get students from America, I get students from Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Brunei, Now Jakarta, for the first time, we marketed to Jakarta. And Jakarta is a very good market. Two reasons why. Jakarta is big, huge. Okay? Jakarta, in the daytime, there's 18 million population. 18 million in the daytime. Why? Everybody go to Jakarta to work. But I don't believe everyone is going to Jakarta right now because of the pandemic. So everybody is working from home. Means to say that there's a huge population online. Do you know how many people are online? You know what's even greater news than myself making 2.5 million and why I'm going to do even more online? This is the reason. It's because we have figured out the formula of this over here. Do what you can with what you have wherever you are. I'm going to show you how we are able to do it and why you can do it too. A lot of people think that we use very complicated system to be able to do what we do. No, we don't. A lot of people think that you have to invest a lot of money to set up what I do over here. No, you don't. You don't at all. All right? What I'm going to show you in the next slide is literally doing what we can with what we have wherever we are. You right now will learn how I did what I did in the last 18 months to make 2.5 million. You will see the cost structure so affordable to set up what I'm going to show you that you too can do this at home. And this is what we did in the last 18 months. This is what we have. You have a talent, that's me. You have you. You are the business owner. You are the employee. You are someone who have an expertise and experience in a specific area. I have got specific areas of my expertise. And for your information, I didn't offer this training 1.5 years ago. I cannot be teaching someone what I have not done and achieved significant results. So as you heard what Alicia learned from me, she learned stock and property investment because I'm an active stock and property investor. I teach people what I'm very good at, making money in. So after 1.5 years doing this online, able to get people to pay me for my speaking and training, I now am able to show you the system of what we have perfected to generate and create income every single weekend without fail. Without fail, every weekend, I have people paying me online one without fail. And some of you here will be paying me at the end of the session online, even from Indonesia, Jakarta. Why? Because we have perfected the system where you'll be willing to do that because you see value in what I have to offer. Which is why a lot of you here have paid me to learn from me because you see value in what I have to show you. So all of us here have got a skill, knowledge and talent that you already have. So I just look at what I have. And then the next thing is this. I leverage on the gadgets. I use mobile phone. I use the ICT devices, computer, internet connection. That's it. And lastly, of course, we leverage on online platforms. So how am I doing what I'm doing right now? How am I able to do all the things I've done in the last 18 months to make money? Is to use me as a talent with my experience, expertise that you also have for your business and your employment, whatever skill sets you have, you can do this. I can show you using your phone to create the advertisements that you will see shortly, done with just the phone, with the mobile softwares. Everything is accessible online and leveraging on Zoom, leveraging on digital marketing platforms and payment gateways. Everything done online. How many of you here would really want to learn how I'm able to use all these simple tools to create a lot of money? In fact, I'm confident in the next 12 months, I can help you become a millionaire doing this virtual training and speaking business. Why? Because I've done 2.5 million. And I had to learn in the last 18 months to perfect the system. I can show you, shorten your process of making your first million online doing virtual training, speaking, marketing to the world. How many of you here want to become a millionaire in virtual training and speaking business? Give me a millionaire in the chat box. Write a millionaire in the chat box. If you really want to learn how to generate your first million virtual training speaking business, put a millionaire in the chat box. Put a millionaire in the chat box. If you are serious about wanting to become a millionaire and make your first million, it's not difficult. If we are marketing to US, it's only 250,000 USD. We already have designed the formula and the system for us to be able to do this even faster. And that's why I will start to slow down marketing to Malaysia. I will start to market to Jakarta. I will start to market to America. I will start to market to any country that the money exchange, the currency exchange is double, triple, 5 times of Malaysia. We have perfected that, and we want to be able to help you do that as well in our system that is so easy, that is everyone can do. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you this. Digital learning is growing exponentially. This is better news. USD 325 billion, which is why if you are going to do your business offline, I guarantee you, you will not reach to this as fast as we will be. Why am I getting more and more excited to go online instead of traveling around the world? It costs a lot of money staying in hotels. It costs a lot of money traveling in air flights, business class, and it's very dangerous today to be traveling around the world. For the next 2 to 3 years, I don't feel comfortable. But in the next 2 to 3 years, I strongly believe that I am able to make so much more marketing to the world because I'm no longer interested to sell to Malaysians. I'm interested to sell to the rest of the world online. I used to travel around the world and to charge USD traveling to deliver my talks. I'm no longer interested to travel to the rest of the world for that purpose. I'm still interested to travel for holiday, but I'm no longer interested to travel to deliver my talks because I can do it right here, what I'm doing, to reach to every corner of the world to make this USD 325 billion. And it's growing, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy growing. If you want to be in this line and make your 1 million, it is sub sui, wet water, very easy if you know how. Let me show you how big the numbers are. These are how big the numbers that we're talking about. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. 4.8 billion people have internet access in the world. The world has close to 8 billion population. 8 billion. And we have close to 5 billion population online. We have close to 5 billion population online. Do you know that out of this 4.8 billion, only 0.01% makes money? The rest of the 4.8 billion is your potential market that will buy something from you. I want to tell you right now, virtual speaking and training is at its infancy stage, baby stage. If you are the first early mover, you have the first mover's advantage. This is still very early after 1.5 years because a lot of people still do not know how to do this. It is not just presenting online, ladies and gentlemen. It is literally building a virtual training and speaking business for the world market online. Teaching you how, leveraging on our system to be able to market online to the world who is paying you at a currency double, triple, 5 times of your currency so that you can target a larger mass market population that pays you at higher currency. This is what we want. We want to be able to be the first mover's advantage, and I'm already doing it, and we're doing it at a very rapid pace. I'm inviting you to be part of my platform so that you will be able to do this as well, because I'm not going to continue advertising and I'm not going to continue doing this if I'm not making good money. And I'm continuing to do this because I see the humongous potential that not just you can also leverage on. This is how big this market is. And to show you, these are the content that is being watched globally. And you know, educational video is 29.4% and increasing rapidly. It means to say, our content that is being done right now is recorded and is uploaded, and people will pay for live learning. They will also, after that, pay for recorded learning as well. Just imagine, Netflix is entertainment. We can create edutainment, which is educational content that is entertaining. We want to educate and entertain people at the same time. This is how huge the market is. And this market is for all of us here to gain. So I ask you right now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see my system? Are you ready to learn my 4-step VSTB, Virtual Speaking Training Business System? How in the last 1.5 years, 18 months, I was able from nothing, no experience, able to leverage on these 3 and 4 systems over here to be able to make 2.5 million. And now my next target is 2.5 billion, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me correctly. 2.5 billion, not ringgit Malaysia, 2.5 billion USD in the next 3 years. Yes, you heard me correctly. In the last 18 months, I figured out the system where I can make 2.5 million. Proven because already done. Been there, done that. Now, my next target and plan is to make 2.5 billion USD virtually training, speaking, business online. Next 3 years. This one, I've not done. And I'm about to start the journey of doing that because we have already figured out the formula. The bottom line is this. Everything that succeeds has a way of happening. Everything that succeeds, results, have a formula. It is a system that's been proven. So this is the system that we have put in place of what we have done. So I'm going to show you very briefly how we have done it, the big picture idea. For those of you who are serious and really want to learn, I will offer you something at the end of the session. You can decide whether that small investment for you to be part of the duration of what I can show you, how we have done it in the small amount. 2.5 million, to me is very small because now I target 2.5 billion. You can make 1 million ringgit Malaysia or USD 250,000 easily in 12 months. Can you imagine what that would do to your life in just 12 months marketing to the world? Just by using this system that we have designed, that we have proven to work. I've shown you the results, and these are the 3 ways of how we have done it. Number 1 is called making sure you are able to identify the right product, the right program title to the right market that is niche for you. Every one of you over here need to identify the right product that have a huge demand in the world. I am able to do this every single time because we have a formula to do that. And we know how to do this so well so that we don't waste any advertising dollar. We're able to target such targeted audience. I don't need 2,000 people to attend my sessions because 2,000 people may not give you a high transaction closure rate because they are not your target audience. I'm able to reach people searching for me because of keywords that we have identified. So how do we do it? We do it with these 2 platforms. Number 1, we use Google search. I believe every one of you here know that Google is the #1 search engine in the world. Obviously, I'm not searching to be able to find what people want. But on Google, there is a tool and technique that we key in to find what people are searching. Because I know people are searching for what I'm offering, I then design the copywriting, the words to target people like you who are searching for that words. Keyword searching is very critical. I use Google not to search things, because if I search for something, the ads will target me. What I do is I use Google for me to identify what keywords are people searching for. And because of that, I'm able to identify how to write the copywriting to target you, which is why you're here today. You saw my ads because Google has helped me remarket, retarget to you because you search for me. This is why my cost per customer acquisition is very low. My cost per customer acquisition is very targeted. And once I have you as my lead, you will continuously see my ads, or you will continuously be marketed to again and again. So you are targeted, niche, and a mass demand from all over the world. Which is why my Indonesian pak ibu-ibu, my friends from Jakarta, is here today. Because I just launched it for 1 week. We just launched to Jakarta for 1 week, and I'm able to get a lot of targeted Jakarta leads. This is a fact. So if you are my Jakarta friends over here, my pak ibu, can you tell me that you saw my ad from Jakarta? Can you say I in the chat box? Let me know if you saw my ads. Some of you here may not be here today, but some of you are here. Very good. Panahatan, congratulations, welcome. Because you targeted, you're searching for me. So you were able to be targeted by us. All right. I believe Hussein is also from Jakarta as well. Yes, very good. Right. We just launched a campaign to Jakarta just to test market. And also Ani is welcome. Oh, fantastic. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Ani is very good, very good. Yeah, good. We just launched 1 week. We just spent very little money and we were able to generate leads from Jakarta. And this is exactly what we can do. You can target to Malaysians from Jakarta. Getting targeted leads are important because it is about how the platform search engines has allowed us to be able to get to you. I also use the second largest search engine, is called YouTube. A lot of people go to YouTube to watch content. I don't go to YouTube to watch content. I go to YouTube to use YouTube to find what people are searching for to watch. I go to YouTube to identify what learning content people are wanting to learn. It's as simple as that, right? So I use these two largest search engines, and I use the techniques on the search engines to search for what people look for, and then I design the words. Some people may think it's just the word entrepreneurship, so you write entrepreneurship. No. Sometimes after the first word, there's a second and also the third word that will then get your copywriting more and more targeted. So the headline of your programs, the choices of words that you use is very critical. It's very important. If you use the right words, you get more leads. If you write the wrong words, you get no leads. So it's all in the copywriting of knowing exactly what the market is looking for. And this is how we do it to identify the hot niche and targeted audience. And once you become my target audience, it's just a matter of when you buy something from me. It is a matter of when you will buy something from me because you are interested. It's as simple as that. If you want to sell, you must market to people who are interested. You cannot sell anything to anyone who is not interested. You are here because you are an interest group, special interest group in a particular product or service. Next, I then use digital marketing after I've identified the target audience. I use digital marketing across all social media platforms. I use Facebook, Instagram, we use LinkedIn, we use YouTube, we use all social media platforms based on what we have identified, writing the copywriting, which is what people are searching. We then spend advertisement. We ad spend and the ads will go to you. Once you click on it, I will start getting the data. I will know exactly how many people I have reached by the demographics of the data that I receive at the back end. With this data, I can continue to then know, are my products reaching to more males, more females? I will be able to identify, should I write my copywriting to target more males? Should I create my posters and my videos to be more male-oriented or more female-oriented based on demographics that I can get for my ads over here? I will also know which ads are working better, which video ad compared to which poster ad, which video ads I need to stop, which I need to boost more and spend more so that it does even better. Because different posters, different advertisements will have different reason for people to come to you. By having the demographics in the back end, we will be able to adjust our ad setting, even to locations, as you see on the far right. I will know whether Jakarta is a good market. I will know which state in Malaysia, which country, which province in anywhere in the world, response rate is a lot higher because digital marketing allows us to know exactly where will give us the greatest return of investment. When we invest in advertisement, we don't want to buta spend. We don't want to just waste money on digital ads. We want to make sure whatever we spend generates return of investment. And that's why digital marketing allows us to do that. So two things to identify the market. Number one, leveraging on search engines. We use Google and YouTube, the two largest. There are a lot of search engines. By using these two largest search engines, we'll be able to identify what product to go to market. Once we have identified that, we are able to then spend ad spend, and when the results demographics come back, we will be able to know exactly who we're supposed to speak to more, what posters, what video ads works better, and what location, what demographic age group is responsive to our ads. That will help us identify better campaigns to go to the market. Is this powerful, ladies and gentlemen? If this is powerful, tell me powerful in the chat box. If this is powerful, give me powerful in the chat box. If this is powerful, give me powerful in the chat box. I want to see 41 powerfuls over here. If this is powerful, give me powerful in the chat box. Because why? I'm helping you target a very huge market in the world by making sure your ad spend is targeted. Because you cannot be spending newspaper ad in USA or America with your billboards. You can, but do you have that kind of money to burn? Digital marketing allows us to be able to do it in a very targeted manner. And this is what we do. And we can do that very well. And that's why we're able to secure 2.5 million, which is why I know we can help you generate 1 million in your sales in this virtual training and speaking, which is why we figured out the formula and we're excited to be targeting 2.5 billion USD in the next 3 years because there is a system that you go by. I'm showing you how we are doing it. Okay? Now, those of you here who don't write powerful means to say not powerful, means you don't want to learn anymore. I'm going to remove again. Process of elimination. I'm filtering customers who are not going to do and take participative learning. You have 5 seconds before I remove you. There are 42 of you over here. You don't respond, I remove you. You see how fast the people respond? You see what I do? All right? I can instruct people to take action to what I want because you find value in what I'm teaching. If what I'm sharing with you have no value, you are not going to respond. You're going to leave. You got it? Because you find value in what I'm teaching and sharing right now, you are responding because you want to stay. I'm showing you exactly how I do what I do to get people to buy, to pay for what I have to offer here. A lot of people always feel, oh, I want a lot of audience in the Zoom. I want a lot of audience to come to my event. What's the point of having people who are coming who's not going to be wanting to buy anything from you? It's a waste of time. Then you feel bad. You say so many people come to my session, but nobody buy or pay me anything. Because you are not getting targeted customers. Because you have people who are not willing to play your game. Oh, if you don't think it's powerful, Eric, it's okay. All right, you don't need to apologize. You have your own stand, it's cool, right? You have your own stand. If you didn't reply powerful, that means it's not powerful to you. It's okay. But let me ask you this, Eric. Are you learning that? If you're not learning, then we say goodbye. No hard feelings one. As I said, I'm a very fair person, right? If you are not learning, then we say goodbye lah. It's okay one. Okay? Because I feel very simple. If you are here, then you are here for a reason. Because if you are not learning, means to say you're not my target audience. And there's, mean this part only. Oh, no problem, right? So you see, I'm very transparent one, you know. Because I'm a person who feel that if you are gaining, that's why you're here. If you're not gaining, I filter you off one. And it's not because I don't like you. No. It is my process of showing you how I get to the end for people to pay me. Because every session, I got people pay me one. Every session, I got people buy and pay one. And this is how you need, you see, you don't just give me thumbs up, you give me love. Wow, I feel good. But if you don't think the search engines are powerful, Eric, and you don't think digital marketing, two things over here. Number one, all right, you have never done it, have you not seen what it does for you? Number two is it has not worked for you. Okay? Now, two reasons why people saying, no, because I have my own data. I see. Your data is never big enough. Okay? Because we are talking about 4.8 billion. Eric, don't think how big your data is. I've got 3 million in my data, also very little. You get it? I've got 3 million in my data that we have built over the years of doing business. 3 million is kichimai to me. Because why? I want 4.8 billion market. And 4.8 are the people online. What I want is targeted 1% of the 4.8 billion for my businesses. I'm happy already. And to get the 4.8 billion 1%, the best way to get it is the two things. Leverage on the search engines and digital market. Because if you don't do that, you cannot grow your business exponentially. If you want to grow your business exponentially, you need to be leveraging on digital marketing, search engine for the world. So I don't know what business you're doing, Eric, but let me share with you, Eric and everyone over here. I do not know, but let me share with you. Whatever business that you're doing, whatever vertical, all right, whatever vertical that you're doing, the only way to grow your vertical is to reach to the world online. The most cost-effective way for you to grow your business in your niche vertical exponentially is to use search engines and digital marketing. This is very powerful. Why? Because that is the most cost-effective way for you to get targeted leads. That's why I say it's powerful. All right? Sooner or later, Eric, you are going to agree with me if you want to grow your business. Sooner or later, you are going to say it's powerful one if you want to grow your business exponentially. Okay? So you perhaps, as I said, two things. You have not leveraged on it yet. Number two is you have not made it to work for you yet. Why am I so excited? Because I have used it very well and it has given me a lot of good results, which is why I'm excited to share with you why it's so powerful. Okay? Whatever you are B2C, B2B, B2G, it is powerful. Why? Every corporate client, might be later as I notice powerful, I think getting digested. Very good. That's why you're here. I'm very happy that it's helping you to understand. You have not used it, you've not seen what it can do for you. If you use it, you see the power, you want to use it more. Guys, some people tell me, but Sifu, I am doing B2B business, or I'm doing B2G, business to business, business to government. I'm not doing business to consumer. Let me respond by saying this. A lot of people always tell me, but I'm doing business to consumer. How can social media get to the right target audience? I respond by saying this. Every single business to government, every single business to corporate, guess what? They are human beings. Do you understand? Every single business to government person who give you the business, corporate person who give you the business, they all have social media accounts. If you want to reach the corporate, you use LinkedIn. You will get to the top guns of the world. You can advertise on LinkedIn. You get directly to the C level, the CEO level people. LinkedIn. All right? If you want to grow, that's the way forward. And this is it. Okay? Next. Number 2. Once you have able to get the targeted customer, the target audience, the vertical, you now need to provide them the content. So what do I do, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody, can you focus right now and take a look on the top left-hand corner? You will see on your screen, on the top left-hand corner, there's a word called recording over there. So everything that I do one time and I record. When I record, this session is also repurposed, remarketed to many multiple markets. Sometimes me doing live, sometimes not doing live. This is called recording it, converting it into a digital product that can be seen as value added to my customers who sign up. So we run a lot of digital programs, and you will see how this recorded content is of value. For example, we record our Facebook advertisement ad setting program. We record our search engine recorded program. We have done it. We have recorded it. So we offer as value to our clients. So clients see it as value for them to pay for a live session plus recorded sessions. So for all our future customers, they will see this as a value-added digital content. That's why they're willing to offer more to pay us. This is what we have done over the last 1.5 years. We have used a phone to be able to design all these posters of our programs to continuously remarket, both online and offline. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you no longer need an advertising agency. You no longer need a digital advertising agency, because in my program, myself and my team will teach you how to use a phone to create all the videos you have seen early on before our session even started. How we are able to use just the phone to create videos, to create posters, and to also show you how to write copywriting based on the search engines of what people are searching. This is how we get the attention of the target audience to come to us. There is a formula, there is a system on how it works. We will show you exactly how to do this. Okay? So lastly, the third step of the 4 steps over here is you will need to then upload digital content to make passive income. You must always have active income. Everything I do, I believe in actively being able to do to create new value, because all my sessions are different. I continuously add value to my customers by the content that I teach, because every single week I'm learning new things when I do what I do. When I do what I do, I record. And when I record, I will then create passive income. How do I do this? We will upload our content on all our social media platforms. And I've got this Team Ernie Chan membership site. It is a digital content website. It's called www.erniechan.com. You click onto the website. You can learn anytime, anywhere. You can watch all my 2,000 over content over the past 1.5 years, from stock, property, from wealth creation, from motivational personal development, from entrepreneurship, business, marketing. I have taught, trained 2,000 word content on this platform. You go to this website, anyone that I broadcast on my content, people come and they click and they pay. If you were to go to the website, which I'm going to show you right now live, you go to the website of erniechan.com, you will get to see on my website live that I'm showing you right now. We just broadcast this and we share this online. This over here, people just go to the Team Ernie Chan membership site. You can click onto business and entrepreneur. For example, you will be redirected to this page. As long as you have online accessibility, you can pay and register $7 US All these are content I've created. I do the work one time. It is posted. You just pay $7 with a credit card anywhere in the world, and it is recurring passive income for the rest of my life. And I've got affiliates who is online, who is actually getting members for me, and they split the profit with me. So all of you here can leverage on this platform, and I can show you how you can do this once you have significant content. If not, you can leverage on my platform to market your content on my platform, and we split the revenue. I don't even charge you to use my platform. You just leverage on my platform and my followers and my members, because every single session, people go to my website and they pay and they sign up. And if they want to learn your subject matter, they then upsell, cross-sell online. All these are automated passive income. How many of you here want to have both active and passive income? Give me a I in the chat box. How many of you here want to learn how to have active and passive income from virtual speaking and training business? Give me an I in the chat box. How many of you here want to learn how to have active and passive income? Give me an I in the chat box. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. Okay? Right, very good. So I see a lot of you here want to learn how to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the 3 steps of the 4 steps VSTB, Virtual Speaking Training Business System. This is very powerful. And the most powerful is the 4th. It's called leveraging on Ernie Chan to 10 times your VSTB. If you are serious about growing 1 million ringgit, 1 million or 250,000, I don't want to give you a number that is not achievable. I want to give you a number I know can be achieved, because I've done 2.5 million ringgit Malaysia in just 18 months. Never done before. I've never done this before 18 months ago. Because of the pandemic, I've learned very quickly, very fast from a lot of teachers on different areas, from digital marketing to online payment gateways to getting data to delivering what we know, our expertise. And we were able to do it so well to create and generate 2.5 million ringgit Malaysia, 600 to 700 USD, 1,000 USD. So you can do this. Each and every one of you here can do this with me by leveraging on Ernie Chan to 10 times your business growth. Why? What can you leverage on? You can leverage on my college students community. You can leverage on my corporate clientele. You can leverage on my government contacts. You can leverage on my consumer market. All this could be leveraged on if you're part of the Ernie Chan Team Ernie Chan community. If you are part of my Team Ernie Chan community, my 3 million data will be leveraged on for you, because I want to help you scale to 1 million in your areas of expertise. It doesn't matter what area of expertise. We will show you how you can do this with the 3 steps I told you just now, and the 4th step over here, leveraging on my network and my contact. I can show you how you can leverage on our big event platforms, both offline and also online, to open up your market as well. And our next big event is this entrepreneur convention, confirmed happening on the 25th. You will be able to target your business services to our entrepreneur community, where we have a huge community. This is a platinum sponsored by MoneySave. We can even show you how to leverage on other people's money to get peer-to-peer financing, crowdfunding, live on that day itself to help you grow your business. These are all the possibilities of what we can have for you if you are part of Team Ernie Chan community. You can leverage on my 12 social media platform, from my Spotify to my website to my platforms on my mobile, which have all my database, Blogspot, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Instagram. Everyone over here can leverage if you have something that you want to offer to the market. The whole process of elimination happens continuously. We only want right targeted audience to be part of us. You will be able to leverage on my network to grow your business, because at the end of the day, my network can only do so much for me. I can grow faster further by helping you grow your business or help you generate a new income source that you can be able to help you generate new revenue for your business or even yourself. If you're an employee, I strongly advise you, this is the best time for you to be able to have a side gig to make more income for yourself, because this can help you do that. And of course, as I shared with Eric just now, I got 3 million data. Do you have more than me, Eric? You have more than 3 million. Fantastic. Then I can leverage on you. But more importantly is this. Do you have more than 4.8 billion data? Do you have more than 4.8 billion data? All right. So the whole idea is this. We must never, all right, we must never be expecting data to be enough. That's why it's called big data. I would like to think that Eric is in the big data business, all right? Bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen. We must never be enough with big data. We are moving into big data game. And because we are moving into the big data game, we must make sure that we want to continuously grow the data, right? Good, Eric agrees. Pana Hatan, may you share again the scan barcode? Sure. Andrew, can you share the barcode again over here? All right. So these are the communities that are targeted that will be able to be interested to buy something from you. Because why? They've all taken courses. Whether they are students, young, or they are older, they have all bought courses. This 3 million data is very important. Why? Because they are my students, either young students or older students. They are students who have bought something online and they have learned something online. That's why this targeted database is important, because people who have the behavior who pay to learn online will be willing to pay you to learn from you online. Do you understand the difference? People who have the behavior who pay to learn online will also be interested to pay you to learn from you online. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, right now I want to ask you this question. Are you ready to build a successful virtual speaking and training business? Are you all ready to build a successful $1 million successful in the next 12 months? Are you ready to build this? Yes, Eric, it is. That's why I say it's very powerful. All right, because they are students, they are adults, they are all kinds. So a lot of people don't understand. It's about the behavior. I think Eric has noticed, because Eric possibly is in this business, all right, big data. I need you to understand. When you get customers who is willing to pay you online, it is a behavior that they're willing to part with their money online. This is very important. If you have the right target audience who's willing to pay to learn online, it is very powerful. Can you imagine each of them pay me $1, Eric, and everyone else? If I offer my Danny, my Team Ernie membership at $1 a month, do you know what it means? I'll be making $3 million every month. In 1 year, I make 36 million. You multiply that by 4, I just generated 150 million ringgit Malaysia sales online. And why are they willing to pay that? $1 a month. Do you understand? So I need you to understand the game that I'm playing and why this is exciting times. So if you are ready to build a successful multi-million-dollar virtual speaking and training business, give me a yes in the chat box. If you are, give me a yes, because I'm doing my last filter over here. I'm doing my last filter over here because I've shared with you how I've done it. Transparent, showing you how I take the game. Giving you the formula of how I'm doing it. All right? Making it very affordable online for people to have very good entry point for me to show them. Because guys, when you want to see my live shows, you know it's very expensive. If you want to reach me in person, you know I'm very freaking expensive. I'm being very transparent, honest, yeah? You know, if you've been with me, you know what I charge, okay? I have nothing to hide. I'm very transparent because I believe in building trust with my community. But my online programs is very affordable because I am creating and generating a community of people who believe in what we do. That's why people buy from me online. Do you get it? I have a bigger game. That's why I am building a community that keeps coming back to buy more continuously, consistently, non-stop. That's why we are able to upsell, cross-sell, downsell all our data. They will pay and buy with all our platforms. So if you are wanting to be part of this over here, you have said yes. So Andrew, right now, there are 40 of them. If they have not said yes, means to say they are not interested. If you have not said yes, you're not interested, it's okay. That means you're not ready. If you're not ready, that means you have not responded. If you have not responded, then this is where we part ways and I say goodbye, because I believe you have said, you have learned something. If you have learned something, say thank you, and then you can say goodbye already. You understand? I'm very fair. I don't want you after that, wow, Sifu going to sell me something. Hello, why the hell do you think as I told you, we offer value. I taught you for 1.5 hours and I give you 1 hour to share. How
if you see your brother standing by,
how you do it to get those data and to cross-sell, upsell, downsell in our 4-step system, which is proven to make 2.5 million, and I'm confident I can help you, whether you're an employee or whether you are a business owner. How you can do this and generate 1 million in 12 months. If you follow exactly what I tell you to do, you can do that very easily with a proven system. Because we've done 2.5 million. And why you can do that is because it's proven. We have done it. I don't expect you to do 2.5. I just expect you to do 1 million. Can you imagine if you can just make 1 million in 1 year? You know how amazing that's going to be for you? All right? So this is what we have to offer over here, ladies and gentlemen. On 11 and 12 of September, which is next month, 11 and 12 of September, we are having this 2 days training. If you attend my offline per pax training for this, the price is 4,988 face-to-face. As I told you, I'm very expensive in person. Because in person, I have a lot of other costs, hotel, traveling, and everything. But because we are doing virtual exactly like this, and for this is 100% claimable. For those of you who are Malaysians, you'll be paying 1,400 ringgit. If you are a business and you pay to HRDF, it's 100% claimable. Means to say, you don't have to pick up a single cent from your pocket. You directly claim from the money from HRDF because your company have been paying HRDF. 100% claimable. Means you take out zero, you directly take out from HRDF. If you are our Jakarta, our Indonesian friends in America, in Indonesia, Jakarta, you pay USD. You see, I'm going to show you how you can actually get customers from around the world to pay you USD. So how do you pay this over here? You pay by getting extra bonus, ladies and gentlemen. Remember just now I told you, I will be giving you extra bonus over here. Facebook, Instagram ads, recorded video that we have done this training to show you exactly how we do Facebook, Instagram ad setting. How we do it, we will tell you exactly in the training already done. We have done for our previous clients. We will give you this video for free. We will give you another bonus. We will also show you what I talked about earlier on. How we leverage on Google search engine optimization. How do we identify how Google identify what you're searching, what your customers are searching. We have both videos as bonuses, each valued at 988 ringgit, where we charge clients. Since it's recorded, we put it into the package as a bonus, free. And you will get a certificate of completion from Portman College, which I own. It's an accredited certified college by Kementerian Pendidikan. You will get this certificate of completion, certified virtual speaking training business masterclass from Portman College that I own. And the total of all this over here package is valued at 6,964. What you pay today, and this price is 100% claimable from HRDF, is 1,400 today only. I will tell you every single session, I have customers paying. And why this one is at this price? Because it's a predetermined price with Pembangunan Sumber Manusia. It is already a accredited and licensed program, and that's why if you pay to HRDF, your company, you can claim this out 100%. you will see this program approved in Pembangunan Sumber Manusia, which is Ministry of Human Resources, Human Resource Development Fund. For my Indonesian friends, Pak, and also Ibu, you will also be going here to either do direct transfer to our bank account or HRDF claimable, or you can do payment gateway online. For Malaysians, you can go to the chat box over here and you will see a payment gateway for our Malaysian friends. And for our Indonesian friends, you will see here on the chat box, payment gateway for Indonesians. And for the Malaysians, you go to the Malaysian payment gateway and you pay there right now. This 1,400 Malaysian ringgit or $500 US for our Indonesian friends will be able to show you how you will be able to learn online just like this. And most importantly, how you can make 1 million ringgit Malaysia or USD 600 to USD 250,000. 1 year in 12 months, how you can do that because we have been able to do it. Follow exactly our system and you will be the pioneers, first movers advantage, and your market can only keep on growing bigger and bigger. Now's the time for you to go and sign up, register, because at the end of the day, you're probably having these 4 concerns over here, right? Number 1, not sure what to teach if you're a business owner, your employee. Guess what? We solved that from you. In the training, we'll help you identify your superpower, what the market wants, and what you are very good at, and what you can make money from. Secondly, no sales experience. You don't know how to sell and elevating pitching to your customers throughout the whole session. No problem. Why? We have sales pitch templates for you. We have sales pitch templates written out that you just need to edit the program title, exactly what we do in our sales pitch. We'll show you exactly how it is. Then you say, no marketing experience, never done it before. We will provide you with templates of ads copywriting. All the ads copywriting that we have done for all our advertisements before, you can use it, leverage on, and you can just change the name according to your needs. This will all be provided to you as part of the training when you come in. Next, no tech experience. No need tech experience. Why? Because we will have our Team Ernie Chan membership site for you to leverage on. You can leverage on the Team Ernie Chan membership site with my data coming on to buy. And you can leverage on that for you to sell your content on ours. But if you want to set up your own membership site, sure, you can do that. You can set up your membership site and have your content on it. We will show you how you can do that also. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are keen and interested and this is something that you feel will help you make your first million online in virtual training in speaking business, go and direct transfer online via Malaysians, public bank over here, Dream Tennis Media, or HRDF 100% claimable for those of you who are subscribing to it. And for those of you who want to do online transfer, go to the payment gateway, click onto the system over here. For Malaysians and for Jakarta, Indonesia, you go to international, click on the click funnels, both will lead you to be able to pay for it. Okay? You see how fast we are able to filter people? From 40, drop down 5 more because they are missing out on the last bit, which is the most powerful free social media tool. You see, we always keep the best to the last, right? Because I always show people how to do it. If you don't stay to the end, you're missing out. Now, is Q&A. You can ask me questions on anything that you want regarding to the program of how we do what we do, and I'll answer the questions over here. Because we end at 12 o'clock, I've got some time here to answer the questions of how you pay, or if you have questions that you can text to 0127599079 to Andrew, my team in the back of Team Ernie Chan, who is able to support you in claiming from HRDF. But for those of you who are paying for yourself, you pay yourself directly. How to claim from HRDF? Elizabeth, you can communicate with Andrew. That's if you have been paying, that if you have a company that you work for or your business that you pay to HRDF, because companies are by law in Malaysia who pays that. And we'll be able to show you how you will be able to make money like we do from HRDF. That's 400 million ringgit Malaysia sitting there. Guys, did you hear what I just said? There are 400 million sitting inside HRDF that you can actually make because the money is already there, paid by the businesses. The businesses have already paid into that fund. How you quickly go in there to offer programs and get the programs to be able to do that. Do you understand? So why we're so confident you can make your 1 million easily is not just to the consumer market, it's also the corporate market, it's also the government market. You can directly make money from the government fund that is already paid by the companies in Malaysia, or already 100% paid. Okay? And if you don't feel this is right for you, you can leave now and say thank you. Because if you learn and you don't say thank you, we are going to remove you from our data. Because why? Gratitude is very important. If you don't want to buy, it's okay. But at least you say thank you if you learn something. Do you understand? Because I believe in the last 1.5 hours, I've taught you, shared a lot. If not, you won't be staying to the end. Right? And if you don't want to buy, say thank you, and then you can leave. But if you leave without saying thank you, then you won't be coming back at anyone or other sessions that I offer. You get it? That's how we filter. All right? So if you have questions, if not, go and sign up right now. For those of you who want to sign up, go and sign up. The price is 1,400 ringgit Malaysia or 500 USD. Okay? 500 USD or 1,400 ringgit Malaysia. For those of you who wants to be able to register, 1,400 ringgit Malaysia, 100% HRD claimable. And for those of you here who wants to be able to grow exponentially, make a 1 million. Hey, you see, people all want to make millions, you know, but they are not willing to part with some small money to figure out how to make it. They want to go and hit their head onto the walls and not know how to make it. So the reality is very simple. Small investment is the first step for you to understand the psychology of how people actually pay online. Every single week without fail, I would have people pay. You're welcome, Anis, right? You're welcome from Indonesia, Jakarta. Every one of us here can learn, can do better, can make your first million online. Question is, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to pay to learn to make that? 1,400 ringgit investment for you to be able to return a 1 million in 12 months, I think that's a pretty freaking good deal. 1,400 investment for you to become a millionaire within 12 months to make 1 million online, that's a pretty freaking good deal. Because why? At the end of the day, it is what we are willing to part in order for people to part with that kind of income to us. Reality is this. Until and unless you understand the formula and the system, you'll be wasting a lot of time, energy, and effort, and a lot of investment of getting there. Okay? Elizabeth, need to check and update Andrew. Yeah, you can communicate with Andrew, Elizabeth, right? You can communicate with Andrew. Thank you for your reply, sharing. Really appreciate it. Good. Thank you very much, Eric, for coming here. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it has been beneficial for those of you who attend. If you have any other questions, you can ask. If not, then you can say goodbye. I'm about to review the most powerful secret to everybody over here. For those of you who want to sign up, go and sign up. If you're a business owner, this can help you generate additional 1 million revenue in the rest of the next 12 months over here. In 12 months, it's going to help you be able to do that. Okay? So this over here is what I want to share. My bonus over here, Facebook Ads Library. This is for those of you here who wants to know what are the products that people are searching for. You can go to Facebook Ad Library, follow the steps over here, and be able to identify which one is being searched by people. This over here will be able to tell you what people are looking for by going to Facebook Ads Library. So this itself will be able to pre-qualify what kind of products the market is looking for. Follow the steps, number 1 to number 5. Will tell you exactly what products people are looking for, what services people are looking for. You got it? This is how you identify what markets want. And you're going to learn many more tools in the training that will help you identify, pre-qualify, and not waste unnecessary advertising dollars. This is important because if you waste unnecessary advertising dollars, that's how you lose a lot of value in yourself. This is what you can do. By doing this, you can close and sell better to targeted special interest groups. This is why we do what we do, and we can continue advertise and continue to do this because we make money from doing this. Okay? So I hope to see you in my training programs. And if you are not ready, follow me on my social media platforms. And my social media platforms will be able to get you back to what you see as a future potential. 1,400 ringgit investment, $500 USD, help you be able to learn, generate, create more income for your growth over here. I look forward for your growth to become a professional, because why? All of you say yes, but not all of you will sign up. So either you're not ready or you're not willing to invest into yourself to make that $1 million. Until then, I wish you all the best. Take care, stay safe, and sayonara. Bye-bye.
For those who think that this is not a scam, trust me, it is real. I gave it an opportunity, I gave it a go, I gave it a try. I am amazed by what Sifu Ernie has taught us.
Of all my years of industry, I always seek knowledge from a lot of speakers, international and also local in Malaysia. And this time, I got connected to Ernie Chen. Now, I've seen so many speakers, but Ernie has a lot of strength.
I'm so happy these 2 days because of your talks. Very, very energetic, very, very powerful. You are born very gifted, Ernie.
Worth your time. Especially, I found this is the most fantastic day since the FMCO lockdown, because I really get something from him.
One, he is a very real speaker and also coach. Everything that he shares is a very down-to-earth principle. You do not need to have a lot of high investment or resources to get yourself better or even your business to grow.
He is dropping nuggets of gold, putting money into your pocket, generously sharing his business wisdom, ideas and experiences.
It was a mind-blowing, powerful points you have shared. It was one of the best sessions I have joined ever.
It's really brought up my moods for the past 2 days, and I don't sleep throughout your talks. And you are really good, man.
Worth spending your time, your investment together with the team Ernie Chen community here. Really thank you for the lessons taught.
He's a great guy, simple, precise, and teach us anything that we ask. Provided answers straight to the point, effective and great.
Surely I will shout out to anyone out there, if you have a business that you want to make it more stable, make it more sustainable, get connected to Team Ernie. They can guide you for every single step with a lot of coaching and experience and also practical ways to really implement even during this pandemic.
Thank you so much for your honest and sincere feedbacks and knowledge that you have shared with us. I would really love to learn more from you.
If you are looking for any business masterclass, you don't have to look elsewhere. Just look up for Ernie Chen and I guarantee that you will be satisfied and value added.
Let's get connected to this Entrepreneur Masterclass. I wish that you also be one of a student and we are connected from here on. Okay, so shout out to Team Ernie, you guys do a best job.
Most people are not understanding that social media is the thing moving forward for marketing.
I don't have hamsters running behind there, so we need to make sure we can make money to pay. Because I truly believe that if the young people are not groomed well, we will have a big issue for the near future.
You know whether you have made an impact into people's life the day you die at your funeral. How many people actually appear at your funeral? That is how you see the impact that you have created. So I'm not interested to become the richest man in the world. I'm interested to be the person who impact the most lives in the world. So that is what success to me. So you define what is success to you.
Mr. Ernie ni satu orang gifted yang diberi energi yang luar biasa.
Selamat pagi semua.
Saya dapat banyak sangat ilmu daripada program rahsia usaha berjaya ni. Antaranya 9 rahsia yang penting dalam kita berniaga. Dulu kita berniaga biasa-biasa, sekarang kita boleh berniaga luar biasa. Contoh itulah yang kita dapat. Banyak lagi yang benda lain.
Tak boleh habis kan?
Tak boleh habis nak cerita pun.
Sebenarnya dia sudah rasa tak boleh. Sebab cabaran datang, kita tak suka lagi. Kita suka idea sebagai seorang usahawan.
Oh, Mr. ni very energetic, very highly motivated punya person, and saya nampak dan dia sangat-sangat fasih menyampaikan message kepada semua participants regardless of bangsa dan agama. Tapi yang penting saya nampak niat dia untuk membantu ataupun hasrat dia untuk membantu masyarakat di Malaysia umumnya. Perlu kita sokong sebab akhirnya yang akan mendapat manfaat tu adalah masyarakat ataupun rakyat negara kita juga.
Game yang saya main adalah valuation game. Grab, Uber, semua hutang wang punya. Tak pernah untung sampai hari ini juga. Tetapi Grab adalah 10 billion valuation.
Fantastic. Fantastic ya. Saya admire dia. Memang sesuai kalau I nak call him Sifu lah. Sifu in entrepreneurs. Sifu usahawan. Yes, business coach.
Mantap.
Setiap hari 1%. 350 hari 365% compounded. Macam masuk wang dalam bank.
Yeah, the content was very compact, alright, and the way dia sampaikan it's very easy to understand. That is important. Excellent, Ernie.
Saya jumpa banyak mentor-mentor di luar sana lah yang charge mahal-mahal. Seorang dah lebih kurang 20-30 ribu. I attend. But cannot beat Mr. Ernie. They give full apa yang dia tahu, dia tak simpan. Faham? Dia bagi 100%. Tak simpan 10%. Setengah orang bagi 90%, 10% simpan. That's what Mr. Ernie bagi I the best coach, business coach ever lah. Yeah, not in Malaysia, not in Asia also, but in the world.
And for outsiders there, untuk jadi usahawan, kita kena ada strategi, kena ada ilmu. So, Ernie class is salah satu cara untuk kita dapatkan ilmu. Dan I believe his technique, his strategy is very well laid dan memang boleh digunakan pakai untuk semua yang memang ada impian nak menjadi usahawan yang berjaya.
Saya yakin 100% sekiranya usahawan-usahawan yang mendapat Master Ernie sebagai mentor, mereka tak akan rugilah. Kecuali mereka betul-betul nak menjadi orang yang berjaya, mereka harus bekerja keras dan saya yakin Master Ernie dapat membantu mereka.
Saya amat menggalakkan kepada usahawan-usahawan kecil ataupun pegawai-pegawai kerajaan, pegawai-pegawai swasta yang baru nak berniaga, datang sama-sama ke program Rahsia Usaha Berjaya untuk sama-sama kita belajar macam mana daripada zero to something, daripada something to everything you have. Itu kita kena datang. Kalaulah sombong, tak payah datang. Kalau bodoh, jangan sombong. Kalau bodoh, belajar. Itu saja saya kata.